G'day and welcome back. I often get questions about visas to stay in Colombia long term. So I've put together this video in which you're going to learn everything you need to know about the different types of visa in under 4 minutes.
Before we get into visas, there's one thing that you got to know. Most of the visas, they require you to have some form of travel health insurance. There's a list of things that need to be covered under the insurance. And one insurance provider that I like, because they cover all these things and you can get their insurance for less than a couple of bucks a day, is Safety Wing. So with Safety Wing travel medical insurance, you're covered for up to $250,000 in medical expenses, and there's no deductible no matter how small the claim, so you don't have to pay anything out of pocket. If you want to get a quick quote, just click the link that I left for you in the description. Takes no more than a minute, and go check it out right now. With that said, it's time to learn about visas.
Here's the hack number one, right? So technically you can stay for a year in Colombia without any type of visa, because originally when you land in the country, you get 90 days stamped. Before that 90 days ends, you can actually apply online and extend that 90 days. The maximum you can have is 180 days out of every calendar year, but that resets January 1st, yeah? So you could technically come in July. I've done this twice, by the way. That's why I know it works. You can come in July, get your 90 days, extend another 90 days. That'll take you through the end of the year. All you need to do is leave, even one day. I left for about a week because I was traveling anyway. I came back after January 1st and it reset. So I got 90 days again. Immigration stamped me in. Before that 90 days expired, I extended again. So then I got another 180 days. So it basically took me one whole year with no visa. So I've had 3 years in Colombia with only one visa applied for, because I did that technique twice. Once that runs out, you want a visa, right? So there's two types of visas. One is called a visitor visa and one is called a migrant visa. Visitor visa includes things like student visa and digital nomad visa. Digital nomad visa is probably the most popular one that everyone's heard of and most people get, yeah? The digital nomad visa, you'll basically always get for just 1 year. But the student visa, you get for the length of your course. So if you're doing a course of 2 years, they might give it to you for 2 years, right? That's how they usually decide how long they're going to give it to you. But these visas, even if you reapply 100 times and you're 150 years old and you've been on this visa for 100 years, you cannot get residency. So if someone wants to establish in Colombia and live here, it can be very annoying to keep doing this process every year over and over and over. That's why they call them visitor visas. The other option is the migrant visa. And the best three of these, number one is the real estate investor visa. Yeah. If you invest, as of today, over about 180K, let's say to be safe, you can get this visa. After you've held this visa for 5 years, you can apply for residency. The second one is what I'm on, marriage visa. If you marry a Colombian, you get a visa and it's 3 years. And after that 3 years, I can apply for residency. That's probably the quickest way to residency. The third one is a shareholder visa, where it's like you basically buy into a Colombian business. If you do that, then after 5 years, you can apply for the residency visa as well. So those are the most three common ones: real estate investor visa, marriage visa, and shareholder visa.
What about the retirement visa?
I think for that one, actually, you might have to pass some health tests and mental test. Mental health test as well. And then you have to show that you're getting a certain amount of retirement income every single month. And then you can also apply for that visa. And I believe that's a migrant visa as well. So after the 5 years, you can apply for residency through that as well.
What is the requirement for the digital nomad visa? Like, how much money do you have to show that you make?
If you want the answer to that question, then make sure you click this video, because there you're going to learn everything you need to know about the digital nomad visa. Did I make it under 4 minutes?